All right. I know I'm a few days late. Sorry about that. Let us get this live underway. Let's go Monday evening. Let's go Monday evening. I'm late. I know. I'm sorry about that. Gotta explain to you guys what happened. Check in with me. Who's here tonight? Who is here on this live? Some topics I want to get into. Let's take you guys a minute to get in here. But this is some more where the usual suspects at. Where are the usual suspects? Yes, sir. Usual suspect number one, Blue Vega. What up? First indeed, Vernon. It's been a while. How you doing? How's everything going? Need you guys round up the other usual suspects for me. Great. Some notes tonight. Some notes. Class is going to be in session definitely. Some Dominican Republic notes. Some updates. Get to explain to you guys few lessons learned, but I'm gonna wait for this chat to grow some more. Blue Vega, Vernon, how your weekend go? Talk to me when you guys are gonna be. When you guys gonna be in the DR? Let's see this. Yeah, I'm doing a live right now. Okay. Yeah, gentlemen. So, as you guys know, I put up a ad on. Not an ad. I put up a poll on the YouTube channel about this weekend, but man, just lessons that I keep on learning in the Dominican Republic. You know, we're gonna get into that. I'm just here to teach you guys how to protect yourselves. For those of you vacationing out here, moving out here. Ramo, Queens in the house. Good evening, bro. How you doing? How was your weekend? We'll make plans to move this June. Excellent. Take your time. Definitely, if you I suggest you definitely take your time. All right, cool. When are you coming to Santiago? Yeah, guys. Just some more regular disappointment coming from different people of different professions. So let's get it. My brother Jeff. Good evening. How you doing? Thank you for tuning in. Jorge was supposed to be on tonight. I don't know what he's doing, but I'm ready to start the show. Hopefully you guys are here with me. Pay attention, like the video, and let's get to it. All right, so let's get to it. For those of you who are new to the channel, just want to say welcome. Thank you for subscribing, like the video on your way in, on your way out. I am Chapapa of ChapapaTV. I reside in Santiago de los Caballeros, Dominican Republic. Dominican. What's up? You guys are here with me. Good evening. I appreciate y'all. Just here to drop some notes. For those of you who don't know, I've been living in Santiago going on 2 years. 2 years this May. And before that, I was living in Puerto Plata. Did not like Puerto Plata at all. Well, I liked it enough to move there, but as you live there, you wake up day to day, Puerto Plata gets tiring really fast. Small, expensive, not a lot to offer. Internet wasn't too good to me. With Sasua being down the block, a lot of, of choppy going on. So came out to Santiago. It was cheaper. Infrastructure was a little bit better. More places, more markets, stores, restaurants. Great. I definitely prefer more in Puerto Plata and more than Santo Domingo. Though Santo Domingo takes the cake. That traffic is wild. If you guys have ever been to Santo Domingo, you know what that traffic is like. Drop a comment. Um, but I want to tonight. The topic I want to get to is adjustments. Adjusting in the Dominican Republic when you're living here. You know, as far as vacationing, you come down here for a week or two, whatever. You don't really gotta adjust. But for those of you who like Blue Vega or Vernon or whoever is watching and looking to come to the Dominican Republic, you gotta give yourself the mental capacity and the spiritual capacity, because boy, to adjust. Um, like we're not in the Matrix. Round of applause for that. We're not in the Matrix, but like we came across in my last live. I think it was with Kelvin out there in Brazil. There are Matrix tendencies here going on and ever growing. I think I referred to it the other day as Jorge. Like you're basically imagine being on an island with a zombie apocalypse. Where are you gonna run to? Welcome to the DR. Aramo, Santo Domingo traffic worse than New York is unbelievable. Man, not only it's worse, but just it's uncomparable because you have so many cars mixed with the wild west driving style out here and no laws. Man, that's I'm glad you brought that up. That's topic number one I want to get into tonight. As a Justin, are you guys gonna come live down here? I have a car. I used to Uber before until it was like, I got tired of not being in control of when I wanted to go somewhere and when I wanted to leave somewhere. So I got a car down here, and man, let me tell you, driving is probably one of the most stressful things you could do down here in the Dominican Republic. Haitian gunmen in the house, salute, sakafet. Driving out here is one of the most stressful things you can do, simply because there's no law. There's no law. I've never been anywhere in the daytime where if the light is green for you, you have to look left, right, and straight on a green light. It's just no law. Last week I almost got into a fender bender. It's just if you've been out here in the DR, especially the bigger cities, you see they drive with no common sense. No common sense. I mean, it could be people making left turns from the right lane. It could be people cutting you off at the last minute or trying to turn into the lane you're in when like you're already like halfway past them. So this guy basically did that. We're at a light and he's turning in and seeing me go past and he hits my mirror. So I put my window down. I curse him out. He's talking back. So I throw a peso at him. Not 8 pesos. I throw 10 pesos at him. And I'm hot. Yeah, I'm telling you. Driving here, if you want to see me angry, just put me in a car and tell me to drive. Here. Driving here brings out this road rage animal in me. Makes no sense. So I pull over. I'm hot. I'm like, listen, come here. Let's go. He talking like, he mad I threw 10 pesos at him. So he don't even stop the car. He just drive by. He flashed like this plastic bag. I'm guessing it has a gun or whatever, and he just keeps going. But that's not something I'm gonna tell you guys to do. Like, somebody piss you off with traffic, throw money at it because you just know what they have. But for me, I just get tired. I'm not gonna lie to you guys and say you can adjust through time. You can adjust through time through the driving out here because majority of the people don't even have licenses to begin with. Shout out to Vernon for the super chat. He asks, looking back, do you recommend sticking with Uber? I recommend having a team of maybe 1 to 3 drivers max. So if one's not available, The other one could pick you up if you don't feel like getting a car. If you don't feel like driving out here. Somebody responsible that you like. Yeah, man, it's hot. It's hot, hot, hot today. It hasn't been raining, which is good, but Santiago's been getting super hot for some reason. But going back to the driving, yeah, it's outrageous, man. You know, from no car seats in the car. Like, listen, yeah, I get them in the DR, got to adjust, but just some driving styles. Because listen, I'm telling you, y'all seen the accident I was in September. Moto hit my car. Dude ain't have no insurance. Whose pocket it come out of? Like it's just stuff like that. It's like, when you leave, you have to take care of yourself, but you also have to be aware of other people's stupidity because these people never took a driving class before. Half of them don't have licenses. Most of them don't even have insurance. So the driving is the one of the hardest things I can say. Um, is hard to do, hard to adjust here in the DR. Science says the Dominicans watch too much American TV. 91 everything Americans do for free. Man, that's social media, man. Social media is a killer, killer. But the driving out here, like I said, it's not for those who like stress easy, road rage, especially those who don't have those reflexes. I mean, because it's like you got to take care of yourself. You got to watch out for other people. Driving out here is mean. Another thing you have to realize is if you're living out here and you're getting some type of services, deliver not mostly delivery, but services. You need something done from the house. You need somebody to go buy something, this and that, or you need to go somewhere. The people here work on island time. So what you may have gone to, Plaza Lama or Las Serenas for, an AC or whatever. You ain't getting that AC same day. So you better work. Living here is all about working on your patience and realizing that things aren't going to move out of the states, and to your defense, businesses do not act like businesses accordingly. And I'm just here to spread you the truth to you guys. Like I said, I'm not going to just say what everything that glitters is gold. Things are things can be slow to handle depending on the business. But for me personally, I keep people accountable. So I'm going to give you guys some notes. What I do personally when I want to do business in a DR, whether it be with a store or whether it be just like a tienda or colmado, a pharmacy, whoever I'm going to write for a business transaction, I write them with my Claro Dominican phone number, my 809 number. Why do I do that? I do that because if I use my state's number, then they're gonna know like, hey, all right, this guy is a foreigner. He's not from here. All right, maybe this ought be a chance to jack up the price. And as crazy as it sounds, yeah, 98% of the time, every day, you're gonna be in a situation where somebody might try to jack up the price on you. But let's get to the comments. You here, drop a comment. Good evening, happy Monday. Sorry, I'm late about the weekend. I'm gonna get into the weekend right now. The DR is turning into Mad Max. Man, you legit need to drive around in a Wrangler to demand some respect out here. Cool like that. Good evening, Chopper Pie. Lamo J look nice. Thank you. Yeah, man, the food was good. The vibe was dope. The waitress was great. There's another Haitian restaurant out here. I'm planning on going to do a video. Jeremy, what up? What up? Good evening. Been a minute. Soon they'll chase you down for gas. Man, gas has gone up. I think I spent 5,000 pesos just to fill my tank with regular. And I have a sedan. Gas is getting a bit outrageous. Vernon, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Yeah, the accident happened in Santiago. I was in Santiago, literally up the block from my house. Up the block from my house. I'm gonna tell you guys what happens when you get into accident here as a foreigner. First off, this dummy. All right, so I'm at an intersection, right? I'm getting ready to make a left onto the intersection. Car coming this way stops. Car coming this way stops. As I'm going out to make the left turn, dummy goes around the car that stops and drives into me. Falls on the ground. blah blah blah. Leg was bleeding, a little bit of bone showing, but he wasn't dying. I look at him like, all right, you're not dying, whatever. Help him up. Didn't leave the scene. Somebody like, and then one of the regular, you know those regular clowns that always be at the Comado drinking, whatever. Somebody's like, take his license plate so you don't leave. I'm like, you take my license plate, I'm gonna take you. Straight like that. Take my license plate and I will take you. And nobody took my license plate. I called the cops. Me thinking like, all right, this guy it was a delivery guy, Pedidos Ya. You know they have Uber Eats, Pedidos Ya, Hugo. It was a delivery worker. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna stay, even though it's his fault. I'm gonna stay. Call the police. There will be some people, witnesses, who will tell you to leave the scene. I don't understand why until I went through what I went through with insurance and the Fiscalia. So the police come, they take the data, then you have to drive to the Fiscalia. Fiscalia is basically like the law court order place here in Santiago. They take both accounts of the accident, and then you have to come back a later date and speak in front of a judge. The judge, you have to say what happened. They give you like these toy cars. So this is how the narrative goes. If you're a foreigner and you crash with a Dominican citizen, they're automatically gonna think it's your fault. Because when I went in there, the judge straight up said, "Before you explain, I thought it was your fault." But she was like, and she told him that, "Listen, you were wrong." He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "You were wrong." He's like, "No, the word, I got insurance, this and that." Listen, the man didn't get insurance. He gave a fake insurance card to the cops. He didn't get insurance until a month after the accident. I tried to chase him down. Didn't happen. Avoided me, excuses. So I just like, all right, chalked it up. Lost 10,000 pesos. That's me getting into a car accident here in the Dominican Republic, where I wasn't at fault. I had insurance. Other guy didn't have insurance. I have to pay for my car. I had to pay for my car. Even up to the point where the people at the car wash tried to jip me off. Right? Like I had to pay them 10,000 pesos, and then they give me a bill. The bill say 12,000. I'm like, 12,000 for what? Like, oh, we washed the car. I didn't tell you to wash the car. That's what you guys always have to. You guys always have to like read receipts out here, because they will put like sneaky-ish in there that they don't think you're paying attention to, because it's the gringo with the money. Nah, man. But yeah, Vernon, happened in Santiago. Video's still up. Planning to come to Santiago, look for 3 bedrooms with a pool. Can you suggest a nice, safe place in Santiago? You could do Villa Olga. You could do Los Sardines. You could do Torre Real 6 around the monument. But places now, I don't know. When you guys go look for an apartment, always ask for the price in pesos and negotiate. Because a lot of these places because they're gonna put a lot. You may have seen online, they put a lot of these places at the price of dollars. But where are we? In the Dominican Republic. That I don't get. So just always ask for the price in pesos. Negotiate when you look for an apartment. But Aroma, there's definitely a few places with a pool. Rent is getting a little bit hard now, I won't lie. Not a lot of openings in the good places. A lot of people are selling. I don't know why, but a lot of people are selling, trying to sell their units. But I don't know if you're looking for an Airbnb, yeah, you can find an Airbnb, but long term with a pool, I don't know. But like I said, guys, from me, I realized that DR is, just a stepping stone. So I know a lot of you guys may be putting all that you have into just moving out here, trying to hit that home run out the park. DR is it. Just what if I just take your time? So what happened this weekend? This weekend I was supposed to go to Fula. I was supposed to hire Los for services. And you know us, cordial people, we like to work with things a little bit ahead of time. Gave the dude 1 week. to put some things together. Hey, we're going to Fula. I need a group of girls. Get ready for the video. Bring them out. I'll cover it. No problem. So on top of me paying him to go to Fula, got to pay for the food, the drinks. I'm like, yo, whatever, cover it. Just want to go out, have a good time, get some footage for my subscribers. Thursday, I'm like, yo, Los, you good? Now I'm still working on it. Friday, nobody confirmed. Saturday, yo, Los, what's up? Let me know what's going on. Yeah, we good. We got one person. And she's bringing 3 friends. I'm like, is it confirmed? He's like, yeah, it's confirmed. It's confirmed. We leaving Sunday, 11 a.m. This was Saturday. He said we're leaving Sunday, 11 a.m. to go to Fula. Fula's in around the La Vega area, like an hour away from Santiago. It's now Sunday. I think the man hit me up at like 12:34. Like, yo, I just have just the one person, but we could still go. But I'm like, nah. And another point I want to bring to adjustment out here is like, don't get pressured into having to deal with something that you didn't pay for, or something that you want to pay for, but it's not what you want. I don't want to pay for that. I don't want to pay for that for whatever last minute experience that he was trying to offer. When I, been trying to plan this out a week ahead of time, like, hey, I want to go to Fula. I want this. I want that. Bring it together. And it didn't happen. And with the adjustment lesson on that is that a lot of you guys will have to prepare for disappointment. There will be some success stories, but prepare for disappointment and be prepared to move on from the disappointment quickly, because disappointment happens out here frequently, often, a lot, mucho, demasiado. So that's basically what happened. And that situation really pissed me off, but to me, I just take my notes, move accordingly the next time. So my apologies once again. Still working on to get down there to Fula. Even if I got to go down there by myself, but it's just hard to get good help, reliable help sometimes. But I'm still working on it for you guys. Go down to Fula. I don't know when, but when the video goes up, I promise it, you guys will enjoy it. Let's get to the comments. Science says, now you have to reinforce your bumpers with a cage over top of it. Man, Max, man. Even with the cage, bro, they don't care, bro. It's literally like playing Mario Kart out here, where people think they driving the cars and they have infinite lives and they can just hit and turn and do whatever they want. Rolf, what's up? What's up? How you doing? EJ Creative in the house. Mi gente, que lo que. Rolf says, wait for me, we'll go. I'm trying to do this before I go to Colombia. I'm heading out to Colombia next month, because like I said, actually Colombia and Brazil. Gonna go check out Kelvin in Brazil, because like I said, I'm doing some recon. I'm definitely doing some recon because, like I said, the clock for Chapapa being in the DR is counting down. Definitely counting down. If you guys watch, some of the last lives, like the interviews we've done, definitely the clock is ticking on the DR for me. But while I'm still here, I'm going to pump out all the notes I can, all the videos, so you guys can enjoy, for those of you who want to come down here. But the clock is definitely ticking down on me being in DR. So I'm going to be heading out the next few months, doing some research for the next new home. Thank you guys for the input. The last video, a lot of you guys said, check out Brazil. Definitely. I'm going to check out Brazil. Never been. I love Colombia so far. I love Colombia. Just as everything, as far as like the way the people treat you, to the food, to just going on, like, love Colombia. Love Colombia. Another thing we need to get adjusted to in the DR is the pesos, the dollar to pesos ratio. So I suggest that you guys go on your phone and you download this currency app. It's called Currency Plus. Currency Plus, and you can put all the countries of where you're traveling to. Currency Plus helps me keep up with where the dollar is going today and where the peso is going, because sometimes they may try to charge you dollar to pesos lower than what lower than what the dollar is valuing it at. So I always keep the currency with me. Let's see what I haven't checked today. The dollar's at 55 pesos today. So it has gone down by 2 pesos. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if that has to do with the war going on. Dollar has gone down by 2 pesos out here in the Dominican Republic. Still great. Still great. I think uh last month was the highest I paid my rent yet because of the dollar going down. I think my rent was around 340. When the dollar was doing great, the least I paid for my rent was $318. When the dollar was doing great, $318, 3 bedroom apartment, Santiago. No backup power though. I know a lot of you guys asked about backup power. Power has gone out randomly. Um, Especially like when they do like some stuff in the street, it's weird. No backup power though. I don't have an inverter. Was thinking about getting an inverter, but then I told myself, why would I invest the money in that if I'm not going to stay here long term? So I just deal with the random blackouts, especially some thunderstorms. Not all thunderstorms, just the really, really bad ones. The power goes out. So adjust to, you know, knowing that power will go out depending where you live. Can't drink the tap water. Definitely can't drink the tap water. And the dollar. My thoughts on Panama. I've never been. Is it worth a trip? I've always stayed away from Panama because I'm like, I don't think they have their own currency. So I think everything's basically the dollar out there. So I haven't gone to Panama. Dollar Will, my 20-year vet cousin, loved that Medved show. He spent on DR Tribulation. Yeah, man, yo. One thing I say about the Dominican Republic, the people that come down here and open up veteran services are really, really doing their thing. Doing their thing. If you guys haven't watched that, the MedVet Veteran Center out there in Puerto Plata, the video with Alan, make sure you guys go check that out. There's a center out here in Santiago where I go to wellness, but Alan's my dog. He'll definitely take care of the veterans out there. Yo, E, what's good? What's good, bro? Good evening. What up, fam? How far is Brazil from DR? Bro, to be honest, I don't even know because when I go to look up flights, they're like, some say 9 hours, some say 12, 18. I don't even know, but I'm not flying from DR. I'm going to fly from Colombia. Because another thing, flying from DR to Brazil, the flights tend to be a bit pricey. Definitely a bit pricey. So I'm not sure how far it is, but Kelvin when he was still living out here or moving the stuff over here, he was going back and forth, like, whatever the price drops. So he always kept an eye on the prices. If you guys have any questions about adjusting to the DR, drop a comment down below. I'll answer your questions. I'll answer some questions tonight. Any questions you guys have about adjusting, let me know. That's right, Dollar Will. Hit the like. Everybody hit the like button, please. Thank you. Helps with the algorithm. Helps me be able to pump out more great content to you guys. Like I said, any lives that I do mainly come from my subscribers. Unless something's like really, really on my heart. Like tonight's live is a little bit of both. Really on my heart because I don't want anybody to think like it's just going to be smooth sailings down here. It's a big, big adjustment period. Coming down here to the Dominican Republic, understanding the culture, understanding how things work between the timing, understanding what's real, what's not, who's fake, who's after your wallet, who pretends to be nice, but then later is after your wallet. It's a lot to study, to take in. And it's not for everybody. It tends to be stressful. And that's why in that interview, I stressed, I try to point you guys in the direction like, hey, there's people down here 9 years, 10 years, whatever. And they just like, what? Enough is enough. When in Santiago and return to the States, where is the least expensive place to get the required COVID test? Does it require an appointment or walk up? All right, so I know I did the video on diagnosis. Diagnosis is cool, it's fast, and COVID tests are relatively fast. It's on 27. I did a video up on where to get a COVID test done in Santiago. That's 2,000 pesos. But If you look up Clinica Garcia and Garcia, it's about 300 pesos cheaper, like 1,700 pesos to get your COVID test done. If you're a veteran, you could go to the veteran clinic and they will do it. I think maybe it's 1,000 pesos, maybe. Jeffrey Joseph asks, how long did it take you to master the language lingo? All right. I want to say under a year. It took me under a year to practice Spanish, but once I knew I was gonna move out here, I like put my head down and just did everything I can, from like listening to music to having conversations on the regular to going to places where I knew they speak Spanish and practicing my Spanish. As terrible as it was, it took me under a year, man, definitely. Still improving though, because as I went to Colombia, I realized there's a difference between the Dominican Spanish and actual Latin American Spanish. Or are there any strip clubs in Santiago? All right, so Gozambar does their thing during the weeks. Gozambar does their thing during the weeks. I guess that counts as a strip club. Other than that, nah, just regular discos. What are some of the top salary number wise in the DR? I'm glad you asked that because I wanted to drop some gems on some of you guys. Well, not if this pertains to you, then I'm talking to you. But people coming out here overspending. So I want to get into that salary wise. But listen, if you're retired down here, like a veteran or anybody collecting retirement, Social Security, you're automatically in the upper 10% class of people living in DR with a certain type of income. Top salaries, maybe a doctor make like 50,000, 50-something thousand a month, things of that nature. Some top salaries. It depends. Some of these salaries will wow you. So let me before I lose my train of thought, let me get into what I meant by saying that you guys are overspending. Some of you guys, when you come down here and you meet people, and it's going to be a little bit of relationship advice too, y'all. So I know I'll be bouncing a little bit back and forth between the two, but just keep with me. So we're going to do relationship advice and spending. You come down here, you look for a relationship, right? You guys are the relationship type, not the free spirit, one body here, one body there. You want the relationship type. Know that a relationship means that their problems are not your problems. So now, in your salary, in your monthly income, you have to account for you, and you have to account for somebody else's problems. Somebody else's problems could be their rent, their clothes, their living situation, their family, whatever it is. And they will do a hell of a job making you feel guilty about it and making it known that they're your responsibility. Now, spending. I stated the other day that I had one person hit me up to tell me that he spent $500 for 2 days on a chica. To this day, I'm still shaking my head. $500 for 2 days, right? Just so you guys see, I'm not exaggerating. How much is $500 in pesos? Let's get this. $500 in pesos is 27,525 pesos. Why is that important, you ask? Okay. So a dude paid a chick literally $500, 27,000 pesos just to get naked. Boom. Let me play this video for you guys on this lady from a radio show, talk show host out here in the DR in Santiago. And I want to play this clip. Her name is Jessica Pereira. Now she has a YouTube channel. She doesn't work for the radio station anymore. But I want you guys to listen to this clip as she talks about her salary.
3 años ganando 25 mil pesos y el último 40, a mí no me conviene.
One more time.
3 años ganando 25.
Her, as a radio host, famous person, has gone through 3 years being paid 25,000 pesos monthly. What's 25,000 pesos? $454. That's her monthly income. Salary, a famous person, $454. If you guys see where I'm going with this, drop a comment, please. Let me know that I'm not losing you guys.
25 mil pesos y el último 40, a mí no me conviene. Yo nunca te ofrecí, nunca te pedí un aumento, nunca. Sí.
Any questions about that? $25,000 pesos a month for a radio host. That's her salary. Famous person, a woman, radio host, 25,000 pesos a month, ladies and gentlemen. Rent could be 3,500 pesos. Phone bill could be maybe 500. Internet maybe with G 1,000 pesos, depending. But 25,000 pesos was her monthly salary. Ended up at 40,000. Her last point. 40,000 pesos. Her last point. Are you guys with me? Are you guys with me? Who's here right now? If you're new in the live stream, good evening. Good evening. Going over adjusting to the DR. Going over some experiences about me struggling with adjustment, having success in adjustment. If you're new, drop a comment. Let me know who's here with me. Good evening. Thank you for watching. 40,000 pesos a month. She was making $726 at the end. Left the radio now. At the end, she's making $726. Let me adjust some of you guys popping up in the comments. Yoga, what it do? You next for a DR, baby? Nah, man. No, I can't. Seeing what I see, knowing what I know, I can't do a baby out here anymore. I was open to it, but nah, man. Nah, it ain't happening. KT in the building. What's up? Yo, well, you make sure you guys check out his channel, man. This guy got all the food spots. When you come back out here, I'm gonna put you on some food spots, definitely in Santiago. Kwame, bro, what it do? How's everything going with you? Don't go wrong with mangoes, man. Yoga with the jewels of the night, as always. I appreciate the jewels. But yoga, peep this. I was just mentioning how somebody paid $500 for 2 days, right? To a chick, just to smash $500 for 2 days. What's going on with that? Why is that a problem? Because this radio host, and I'm going to play it one more time. I'm going to play it one more time for you guys who didn't see it. Now drop it in the chat. I'm going to show you guys what's wrong with overpaying. What's wrong with overpaying in the Dominican Republic?
Siempre aporté a la plataforma. 3 años ganando 25.
She spent 3 years working radio. 3 years as a radio host. Famous person. Radio is huge in the DR. Making 25,000 pesos a month. 25,000 pesos a month. $454 a month. 3 years.
25 mil pesos y el último 40. A mí no me conviene.
In the end, she started making 40,000 pesos a month, $700 and she still said that wasn't good enough for her. $700 and something a month, right? Lowest salary here monthly is around 11,000 pesos, I believe, but she's saying 25,000 to 40,000 wasn't good enough for her. Now, this is a working woman, yeah. I hope I'm not losing ya. If I'm losing ya, drop a comment. Because the overpaying is getting ridiculous. This is a working woman making 25,000 pesos monthly. Dudes are coming down here and paying that for 1 day, 2 days. Dudes are going to the bubble and paying salaries for 15 minutes. Y'all understand that? You guys are paying monthly salaries for an hour. 15 minutes. You guys are paying chicks to smash, and some nurses don't even make that money. I think nurses make 22,000 pesos a month here in the DR. I ain't kidding. Teddy KGB, thank you for the super chat. It's been a minute since I had you in the live. What's up, brother? What's up? How you doing? My boy Jason, what's up? What's up? Another Army veteran. How you guys doing? Any vets in here? Shout you out. What's up? Go watch that MedVet video, Veteran Center here in the Dominican Republic. Itinerary varies. What's up? Salute to you. Thank you. Yoga says 500. No, that's what I'm saying. And it's been worse. I don't want to get into it. 500. No. Dollar Will says overpaying makes matters worse for DR men. Why price them out? You see, great point. I'm gonna get to the rest of these comments, but great point. It don't work like that. Get a Dominican friend. Ask them how much they pay. Some of them will tell you 500 pesos, 1,000, 3,500 max. It don't affect them because they know they can only get away with certain things from people walking out of the airport. They know better than to try that with the Dominican man. Dollar Will. They know better. We ain't making matters worse for them. The Dominican men are laughing at the overpayers as they give them their 500 pesos and half a bottle of Modelo. They're laughing. Teddy KGB, why no baby in DR? Give us some gems. As plain as I could put it, and it took me a while to gather this information based off my experience, the experience of others. Love don't exist in the DR. Does not exist in the Dominican Republic. That's as simple as the gem I could give you. Now, would you have a baby with somebody where there's no love in a relationship? No. Love does not exist in the DR. The DR is just one big receipt. Everything is a business transaction. Trust me. Sooner or later, things will show where everything is a business transaction. Because we're life changers. You come down here, Teddy, you live down here, or KT or Stallion or whoever's in here, you come down here, you live down here, you're a life changer. Somebody literally walked into 7-Eleven, bought a scratch off, and won. That's what happens when one of you brothers come down here and you live down here. Your life changes. Now, there's people that win the lotto and they're smart with the life-changing money. There's people that win the lotto and they blow that ish in like 2 days. So definitely for me, no baby in the DR anymore. Especially after my last situation, no baby in the DR. Not worth it. I can't be stupid enough to put myself in that position thinking, it will be a successful thing out here. Yeah, child support is cheap out here. I know people paying, maybe 3,000, 5,000 pesos a month for child support, but it ain't worth it, man. It ain't worth the toxicity. It ain't worth the hostility. It ain't worth it for me anymore. If she wants more, she needs to start tricking. She on YouTube now, but who knows, man? One way or another, it's like different forms of tricking out here. One way or another. 500 US for 2 days makes no sense. I don't get it. And there's been worse. So how much would you pay for 3 days? You telling me in 3 days a chick could just take off her drawers and make as much as a doctor? Them dudes are thirsty simps, point blank. Yeah, man. Sorry, I deal mostly with Haitian girls when I visit. Why is that? Drop a comment down below. Ambitious, correct. The Dominican men, they pay 1,000 pesos, 500. Richest method. Why are we normalizing paying though? Paying in what sense? Because you're gonna pay for it one way or another. You're gonna pay for it if it's your girlfriend and you guys are in a relationship and you're helping out with the bills, you're helping out with rent, you're putting her in a spot, you're paying for her to go through school, insurance. You're paying for one way or another because you know why? That's what's expected of you, the foreigner, the American, when you date a woman here from the island that does not have her own or has her own or has very little. It's expected. The sense of entitlement down here is real, y'all. It's real. It's insane, but the sense of entitlement down here is very, very real. So we're paying for it one way or another. Yoga, 40 to 60 USA, 80 if she's 9 and 10 in the body. Still too high. Price is too damn high. Still too high. 80, I say maybe 50, 55. You guys go to Blackbeard's and you pay $50. $50 at Blackbeard's. Or if you're not buying, like Richard said, if you're not buying for it, take out to dinner. My trainer put me on a game and he's like, listen, you pick a girl up, or not even pick up, you take a girl out, food, drink, and he's like, listen, you let her know at the dinner table, like, mira, tú sabes que vas a venir con todo eso. He's like, you know what comes with all of this, and this is just dinner and food. The dudes out here are point blank, but you see, the thing with us is like, with our culture, with our upbringing, our nature, we're a bit too timid, too nervous to be that savage. But the savagery is working. I forgot who said this to me. I think it was either a woman or a man here. They said the worse you treat them, the better they treat you. One more time. The worse you treat the woman here, the better they treat you. Go figure. Javier, what's up? What it do? Yep, the locals pay 1,000 pesos in the barrios, man. It's crazy. So they hitting the locals for 1,000 pesos, and here we are coming to pay 24,000 pesos more, 10,000 pesos more. Give me 1 second, yeah. Dime. Speak about the last situation. Haitian government, which last situation you talking about? Boom. This is the comment I was looking for. I don't want to be on fire. This is Queens. This is that Queens education. This is that Nas. I know I can. It's that Queens talking right here. Love in the DR is a contract. Save this, screenshot this. Love in the DR is a contract. How is it a contract, you may ask? Well, like what's that Kels and Ja Rule song? If it wasn't for the money, cars, the jewels, the style and shoes, and all the things I got, it wouldn't be here. If it wasn't for the fact that you could wake up at 10 a.m. in the morning, scratch your butt, look out the window, and they got to get up to go to work at 7 a.m., they want that. My problem with it is the entitlement. Like in my situation with my ex, my problem with it is that an entitlement thing grew in her, where it's up to a point where it's like, I have the money, so I should be doing something. Are you my mother? Are you God? Did you go through? Did you work with me to get this? The sense of entitlement is out here. Drop a comment or a story about your sense of entitlement situation out here. And that's another adjustment subject I want to bring up. Adjusting to the sense of entitlement out here. And it's not just women, it's the men too. The men too. You dress a certain way, you look a certain way, even down to your haircut. They know. Sense of entitlement is crazy down here. But going back to Aruma's comment, love in the DR is a contract. Love does not exist. What's a contract? A contract basically states, listen, I will provide X, Y, and Z under the guise that you provide A, B, C. Boom. Ain't no love in that. Yo, get a regular girl and give her 1,500 pesos to smash after she cooks and clean the house. $30 USA all day. That's gems right there. But in what part, yoga? What part? Because It ain't gonna be in Santiago. It's not gonna be in Santiago. It ain't gonna be in maybe in a Barrios or Puerto Plata. Santo Domingo, maybe. Santo Domingo is huge. Other parts of the DR, yeah. Other parts of the DR, you might not even have to pay. They won't even they probably won't even demand money, but they'll expect it. Haitian girls are less likely to cause problems like Dominican women. I've heard. I for a fact am a life changer. That's why I move wisely and I never overpay. Never. I got my girls. I got my go-to girls, and I call the shots. I pay what I deem is best for me. Real talk, because they're not gonna tell you, right? Unless you have a money saver, they're not gonna tell you what is best for you. Peep that, fellas. I know a lot of you guys are thinking like, yo, I'm gonna come down here. Is it from the States and the entire tip? Listen, we 3 hours away. If you're in Florida, you're an hour and a half away. That breeze, that northeastern breeze is coming down here, man. It's affecting, it's changing the deal. That's why I speak about adjustment. You're gonna come live down here, you gotta know to adjust. You gotta adjust from the driving, you gotta adjust from going to the colmado and you go by yourself, and you gotta be aware of the price of what you want to pay for, that you're not paying 200, 500, 600,000 pesos more than what the average person, the citizen is paying. Adjusting. Do you guys have the capacity, the mental capacity, the peace, the patience to go through day in, day out things that don't make sense? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, there's a lot of great things about this island, and there's some great people. But on the other side, there's a lot more. There's the same, if not a lot more, things that don't make sense. Like Casey said, you come down here, you live down here, wherever you go in the world, where you have that dollar, you have that Uncle Sam back you have that da, 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 back you, you're a life changer. Always remember that. Do not let anybody tell you less, because out here they will try, if you're dealing with somebody, they will try to basically water you down. What I mean by water you down, they will try to make you seem that you are not as important as you are, and you will doubt yourself, and basically they will try to tip the scales like this in their favor. And as the scales tip, take. Trump 100. Have you connected with Big Boss Travel? He said to reach out and call in on your show. Also connect with. Nah, I haven't. Can you? Where did he say that at? He said to reach out and call in on your show. Also connect with Brother Brown Liquor Barry. Nah, I haven't. I guess drop the comment if he's watching, or whenever. I guess if you want to come on tonight, if he makes it in time. Thank you, Chart 100. I didn't know that. KT again. Dominican Republic is 98% transaction for all gringos. In my experience, the last 2 years. Yeah, that's been my experience. That's been the experience of Kelvin. That's been the experience of a few of my neighbors that just got up and left. And like I said, yeah, Kevin been here 10 years. Go watch that interview, man. I'm telling you, that interview, people have hit me up on the side to said that interview has saved them from making a life-changing decision too soon. Like literally U-turns were performed after watching that video. It's called Trouble in Paradise. The live I did with Kelvin, living out in Brazil right now. Shout out to Kelvin. Ambitious, nice, empty facts. You really have to cheat. Man, cheat on them. I don't even want to talk about, just because that's just not in me to. The psychological warfare that I have to treat you bad for you to treat me good when I'm already bringing peace. Like Jorge says, what's the number one stress factor that people have in the world? Finances. You're going to come eliminate that number one factor like this. And you tell me you can't get peace, you can't get a peace of mind, you can't get somebody tranquilo, chilling at home, doing whatever you need. Come on. Yes, Black Yogi Yogi, no Black Bears. Black Bears is where it's at. 50 USA for Mongos. And Black Bears, they know highballing. They don't try to cheat you. I love Black Bears. Ghana's the last frontier for GFE. You see me saying I'm not much of a GFE person, man. I love meeting normal people, man. That's why I appreciate you guys speak Spanish, because when you guys learn the language, you guys get to separate yourselves from, the bubbles, the pickings of like, all right, I gotta pay for this, I gotta pay for that, I gotta offer this. Nah, man. Aside from here, you go anywhere else with the language or the culture, and you stick out. You stick out in ways that'll benefit you so much, bro, man. When I tell you, before my last relationship, and even after, I haven't paid in the ways of like, psh, psh. No, I haven't paid. Even things that dudes have paid for, I haven't paid. And the GFE is just being me, speaking a language, chilling, hanging out. Like, hey, you want to come over? You want to cook something? Order some pechuga from the Comado, put some Disney Plus on the TV, have some wine, and chill. Not everything has to be paid for, but in the end, you end up paying somehow. Asian government. Speak on the last situation with Shorty. What happened? We want to learn from her mistakes and your mistakes. All right. So what I'm gonna do is next time Russell go live. Next time Uncle Russell go live, tell him do the live with me on this one, because I wanna have Russell in on this one. I hit him up about it too. So I'm gonna do a live specifically what Haitian government is saying, because actually let me get a few more comments who feel this way. Yeah, I want to learn from her mistakes and my mistakes. Let me get a few more comments on this. I'm gonna hit up Russ and then we do the live. Maybe we get on the live this week. I have no problem talking about my mistakes if that could help somebody else. Definitely not. Stein says women are only good for drive-by. And Javier Diaz, isn't that the same contract all over the world? Yes and no, to an extent. What's a contract to you, right? If you sign a contract, you expect the other party to uphold that contract, right? Because you're getting what you want, and they're getting what they want. Here, contracts have no standards. There's no backing in these contracts. It might as well not even be a contract. It might as well just be, come down to a quick draw, like who could draw faster and bow. Bang, bang, got you first. I don't have to fulfill nothing. If you understand what I'm saying, I don't want to be on YouTube, like strictly downright, that's what the membership is going to be for, because the membership is going to be unfiltered. I'm working on the membership, yeah. Membership is going to be unfiltered, where I like, it's just no punches held back, like based off experience, my experience, not that he said, my experience. Like I said, I think I am the youngest expat in the group, according to Uncle Russell, the youngest expat here living in the DR. But yeah, the contracts are different here. Other parts of the world, you go to Colombia, be held up, you be happy, but here it's impossible. Contract offer, acceptance, consideration. There you go, Javier. None of that comes down in the contracts here. Going through these comments. Entitlement issues in the DR, could that be blamed on Westerners simping and westernized pop culture overall? No, I won't give it to westernization, because I've spoken to the Dominican dudes, I've spoken to Haitian dudes, and this problem is here whether we're here or not. It's been here, the entitlement issues. So I wouldn't blame it on westernization, but Westerners coming down, simping, do add gasoline to the fire. So that is a great point. It's all about expectations. Listen, you keep lowering your expectations. What's the point of having them? You might as well not have any, right? Might as well not have any expectations. So I ask, can I live like Hugh Hefner on 4,000 per month? Listen, if you know how to manage, you know how to budget, if you know where to go looking, you could live like Jeff Bezos out here on 4,000 a month. Get yourself a studio for 7,500 pesos. Let the money do the rest. Leon Ross said they cut the new road through Mountain and put apart. Nah, no new road yet, brother. No new road. I think that road is still in Dominican time, but they are working on the Super Plaza here in Santiago. It's going to be a mall, app stores, just like the ones in Santo Domingo. Yeah, no new road yet. Queen of the Super Chat is here, Miss Felicia. Buenas noches, buenas noches. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate that. If you guys are hitting that like button on your way in, on your way out. If you guys are now just joining this chat, basically I'm going over adjusting to living abroad, especially in the Dominican Republic. We went over driving. We went over paying. We went over the dollar to peso, and answered a few questions. So we're going into the adjustment. If it's hard adjusting. Leon Rawson, don't kiss and tell, dude. What does that mean? Sounds like a marriage contract. Alicia. Little Pump, what up, Shop? I've been outside for like a week now. Yeah, man. Yo, listen, I wanted to do the recap of Fuller last night. Basically, the people that were supposed to go out with me to Fuller all flopped. It is what it is. Lesson learned. Just more of that adjustment, like I'm talking about. Adjust to like if you really, really want something done, do it your damn self. It's just not a problem for foreigners. We Dominicans living outside of the country, or who travel face some of the same problems. Elaborate, please, Javier. Okay, you still elaborated. And our ties, our family wise, would make it a lot worse sometimes. You're speaking about like the entitlement. Definitely. Listen, guys. Javier Dominican himself is saying it's not just a problem for foreigners. They do it to each other. This is what I mean, where like it's here before us. They do it to each other. Family. I wish Jorge was here to tell you, like, yo, even family will do it to you. Here's the key I've learned, guys. We start playing chess and start playing checkers. Stop being afraid to say no and walk away when things are in your alignment. Period. I'm gonna do you one better, and I'm glad you brought that up, KT. Next point I want to get in is don't focus on the wrong things. Don't focus on the wrong things. So we got the CC. What is CC? Change and control. You're out here in the Dominican Republic. You got CC on your mind. You got change and control. Listen, a lot of things will be out of your control, and there are a lot of things you can't change. Control and change while living in the Dominican Republic. Focusing on the wrong things. Listen, as easy as I could put it, if you can't do neither change or control, leave it alone. I repeat, you living in Puerto Plata, Santo Domingo, Santiago, Samana, wherever you are, if it can't be controlled or changed, leave it alone. Do not invest the time. Do not invest the money. Do not invest the heart. Do not invest the mental, the emotions. If it can't be changed or controlled by you, leave it alone. Why I say that to answer KT's point? Yeah, that's cool and all. Play chess, play checkers. But hey, listen, man. I'm on an island. I ain't coming to this island to play chess. I came to this island to enjoy life, pursue the happiness, build up my mental, meet new people, new experiences. I ain't come here to play chess. If y'all tell me to play chess, I'll just leave the room. Simple as that. I'll be in a room where the people don't want to play chess, who know where we are. Well, that's like playing chess on the beach. What I like playing chess on the beach, going to lie, sit down, and sit in the water and put on a chessboard. Man, ain't no time for that. Ain't no time for that. Life changers, ain't no time for that. I get it. It works in some situations, but for me, Like I said, change and control. What can I change? What can I control? I can't do neither. I'll leave it alone. Can't change. You can't change the people. Can't change the situation. No problem. Keep it. Keep the broken wheel. Later. What are apartments looking like in this country? What apartments look like over here? That's simple. You have to keep that. Keep the broken wheel. And when I say yeah, I mean like the people who want to keep the wheel broken out here. It's like the example we brought up the other night. Somebody would rather make, you're a paid customer, right? I have a store. You guys are my customers. I'm selling this water bottle to locals for 500 pesos. You just moved literally right next door. I have what you need. You have what I need in the dinero. You come to my store and I sell you this for 1,000 pesos. First time you walk in. Other dude, 500 pesos. To you, 1,000 pesos because you're not from here. And because you're not from here, you got money. What did I just do? I just shot myself in the foot and lost a client, lost service, literally next door, who needs water daily for an extra 500 pesos. So instead of me getting a consistent 500 pesos daily, I lost you for good. Welcome to business transactions out here. Happens in rent, happens buying food, happens grocery shopping, not in the big brand markets, but like the little unregulated places. Happens in relationships, a lot. That happens a lot in relationships. Happens buying a car. There is nothing done to want to protect you as an investor or a client. They see you, they see dollar signs, they see opportunity. They're not thinking about tomorrow. They're not thinking about, all right, he's going to come back and spend $50 Saturday and Sunday and Monday because he lives here and I have what he needs to hear. Nope, they're like, give me this $50 one time. I don't care about getting $50 every day for the next 10 years. I wanted this one time. Leave me alone. Sad to say that's how it works. Any questions, comments, concerns? Like I said, can't change the people, can't change the culture. Cool, I love it. Love the Dominican Republic. Otherwise, I would not have moved here. But the mindset, the ambiente, the environment, it weighs on you after a while. The negativity, the scams, the people, even down to relationships, it weighs on you after a while. For those looking for peace, it weighs on you. I used to laugh like, haha, why are you leaving? Where are you going? We're in the DR. Until I became that sucker to go through the same stuff other cats are going through. Like, nah, it's cool and all, but let me go over here. Let me go over here where people see this first before my wallet, before if it's Visa or MasterCard, before they see my passport. Let me go over here where I could pay for something normally. Now, I'm not going to say it doesn't happen in other parts of the world, but it's less susceptible to happen. I used to laugh at those people. Now they're watching this video laughing at me like, Chopper Bobby told you. It ain't sweet. It ain't on sunshine and rainbows. The culo costs money too. Bebidas costs money too. Electronics costs money too. Sign for you, so you can always go back to New York. Nah, ain't no going back to the States over here, buddy. Nah, but like I said, I'm just dropping gems. It's however you guys want to take it. Making one with the long natural hair is a big part of beauty. Amen. Amen. With the ponytail, when you know it's a ponytail, you know it's theirs. Look for the ponytail. Sencillo. Sencillo, they call it. Chess is a mindset. Thinking before you make moves, that's what I mean. A guy playing checkers is just move without thinking. Example, guy says, I don't care to pay $500. Understandable. Understandable. But I don't even want to be around the situation, period, where somebody would be demanding $500 and they're not a doctor or a lawyer. I would rather just remove myself from the equation, off the game board. Teddy, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. Understanding a woman's family dynamics is essential. Amen, brother. Amen. Let me get into that a little bit. For those of you coming down here to take somebody serious, if you want to know somebody serious, listen, meeting the family now almost means entirely zero, depending who you're messing with. If it takes you a while to meet the family, it may be worth looking into. But always study the family, study the mother, study the father. Is dad around? Why isn't dad around? Is mom around? Why isn't dad around? The brother, the sister, what do they do? What does everybody do for a living? I believe Andre said this in one of his videos. Shout out to Love Crossing Borders. What do they do for a living? All the way up to grandma. Because families play a big part in the roles that these women grow up in and leave to go in the streets and do whatever. Because you have the families that will try to build up somebody correct mindset, good person, good values, home intact, mom and dad together, brother, sister, living, everybody living happy family dinners. And then you have the families that'll literally send their baby out. Hey, vete por eso gringo allá. Go get that gringo over there. Go see how much he got. Tell them to pay for this, pay for that. Go get them. Literally pimping out their daughters. I've seen dudes, brothers, drive their sisters on the back of their motor to go get smutted out. Excuse my language. Like KGB said, understand the family dynamics. Just go somewhere, sit down, don't even talk, watch how the family functions, the mom, the dad, what type of relationship the mom and the dad have, what type of relationships does the daughter have with the mom and the dad. Is the dad around? Why isn't the dad around? That's important. Why did dad leave? That breeds, listen, here that breeds toxicity. That breeds toxicity into somebody. Tell you, man, with my ex, it was a situation where I don't want to put her business, but like just the toxicity and her parents literally formed her into the person she was, and it took me a long time to realize that, because it brought toxicity everywhere she went, even up to where her ex, some cornball old dude in the States, hitting me up, threatening me on the channel. He probably watching this right now. You got to have haters somewhere. You doing, you're doing something right here. You have haters. It's probably Silver right here, because Silver always right here hating. But it's just toxicity. Like situations bring toxicity out of people when they're raised in it. They're immune to it when they're raised in it, but they can still spread it. Let's get to the comments. Chart 100. Have you been to Cartagena or Barranquilla? Not yet. I'm actually going to Cartagena next month for a day. Barranquilla, still, I want to do a lot more exploring of Latin America before I decide to move. So definitely. A lot of families there, jobs, grand hustle. Yeah, man, everybody being on it, man. Down to little brother, down to the baby brother. Everybody being on it, man. Calling you hermano or a papi or this and that. Everybody being on it. Yep. A lot of it happens when they're young too, man. Just like I said, you're gonna take somebody seriously, go see the family. Just go sit down, don't even ask questions, just watch. Just observe and watch. Watch the interactions, watch how they are, who does what, who's who, where is everybody. If you're gonna take somebody seriously, male or female, go to the families and watch. What other questions we got for the night on adjusting to living in the DR? And by the way, Teddy, thanks again. Thank you for the super chat. What other questions we got, y'all? Adjusting to living on super chat. Listen, me adjusting was realizing like, all right, if I plan a an event a week out, that event will shut down in my face the day of. Out here, supposed to go to Fuller yesterday. That literally shut down in my face the day of, and I've been playing that for a week for you guys. You gotta see what else I can do. In other news, I haven't been asked to show my vaccination card going into public places anymore. I could wear my mask. Well, I don't have to wear my mask. Gas is going up. Uber is actually going up, I believe, 50 cents in the DR. I'm gonna drop the Uber notes again for you guys. If you guys are using Uber out here, make sure you have the PIN set up on your account as to where you enter in the car, and you got to give the drivers a PIN. Otherwise, things have happened where the driver would answer, go to your place of residence, and then leave without you even being in the car, and say they dropped you off, and then say that you didn't pay. So then you have to pay for your card in order to order a new ride. If you book a Uber and a driver hits you up on an app requesting more money, say you have a 200 peso trip, but they hit you up asking for 1,500 pesos, say no and tell them to cancel the ride. I understand times are hard. I understand Uber don't pay a lot. I understand gas is getting expensive. I understand that. But listen, you're doing your job. Don't try to rob me while doing your job. It's another thing if it comes from you, if it comes from me, to be like, all right, I understand the situation, let me pay a little bit more or keep the change. Most of the time, when I use Uber and the drivers are nice, respectable, courteous, ¿cómo está, señor? How you doing? This and that, drive good, I'll leave them a tip. But before even moving your car, once you accept the ride, you're already telling me that I have to pay more money? Nah, man. Make sure you guys download InDriver too. You guys can download InDriver. Basically, InDriver works out here. It works in Colombia. You could basically negotiate the price of where you want to go. And then it's up to whatever driver around the area that wants to accept that price, and they will take you. So if Uber is scaring you guys or Ubers are messing around, use InDriver. Vernon, thank you for the super chat. Yeah, InDriver. You can use Uber app or you can use InDriver in the DR, whichever you want. But if you're gonna use the Uber app, just make sure you set up the PIN, and you'll be good from there. How do we get to the PIN? I believe you go on Uber. Let me try to do this right now. See if I remember. So going to Uber. And then I believe it's settings. Yeah, so you go to Uber settings, and then where it says verify your ride. Verify your ride, use a PIN to make sure you get in the right car. And then yeah, you're good from there. Kyle Jerome Carter, man, thank you for the super chat, brother. I appreciate you. Sorry about watching the content. Keep your head high. Wish you all the best, bro. Always appreciate your content. Listen, man, just because it ain't working out entirely for me, don't mean that it won't work out for somebody else. Somebody else might have more patience than me, more tolerance to these type of things, but maybe just I with confidence, like I say, maybe just a little while longer than I am, if that makes any sense. With what I'm preaching, like I said, I'm not gonna come here and fool you guys like, yo, come on down, best place ever. Nothing bad happens here. Everything makes sense. The driving, but I can't do that. I can't come on the internet and lie like that. Like, hey, somebody might be watching, be like, hey, Chapapa says DR is great, this and that, shows all the great things about DR. Nothing bad ever happens there. I'm gonna put all my time, energy, and money into moving down here, and you move down here, and you're miserable. So I show the good, I show the bad. No, actually, I show the good and I speak the bad. And I get other people to come on. And you guys have seen, that's why you guys communicate in these comments. That's what these comments for. You guys are here to communicate your stories, communicate your stories with me, with each other, to say like, hey, I went through this too. This happened to me also. Because end of the day, I think we're all here because we would love, love, love to just go to sleep and wake up in paradise in full. No return flights. Everybody here has the high hopes of living out the States somewhere, chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool. But let's do that in a place where we're happy. The two C's, right? Change and control. You can't change it, you can't control it, leave it alone. You can use a pin on Uber to confirm your ride, so that way, they this happened to me in Santo Domingo. I called the Uber. The dude came, drove past my apartment, stopped halfway up the block, said the trip was completed, and that I didn't pay. So like I was in the car, I didn't pay. So then in order for me to call another Uber, I had to pay him with my card, or I couldn't call another Uber. That won't happen to you if you have a pin. Brown liquor. Be careful you say too many bad things about the DR. The hate will come 100. Wherever the hate's gonna come from, it's not opinion. It's facts. I get that. I get what you're saying. Thank you for the warning. I'm not saying too many bad things. I'm just talking about my experience. I'm literally turning on a camera, sitting here, and talking about how my day went and what happened to me. I'm just sharing my experiences. I'm not talking bad. Just sharing my experiences. Like I said, great place to be, great place to vacation, but I can sympathize with people who are like, all right, boom, the year is just a stepping stone on to next. I can sympathize greatly. Not talking bad. Country is great. A lot of beautiful places. Some great people. And I'll leave it at that. A young guy tried to get me for my cell phone. Don't be sensitive to any of those guys. Have you left that old life and left? Have you left that old life and leave that in mirror news where it belongs? I'm not really too sure what you mean, Emblem. But yeah, guys. What's next on the next few lives? Listen, unless you guys drop a comment down below what the next live should be or what other video I should get out here and do, let me know. But next live next week, I'm trying to get Dre from Colombia, Kelvin from Brazil, Jorge from DR, and we're gonna sit down and we're gonna talk about our bills for the month of March. We're gonna talk about what has changed in terms of inflation, what has changed in terms of, maybe the peso to dollar dropping, dollar to peso. So that's a live coming up next week. Definitely make sure you guys hit that notification bell. It's gonna be a good one. Let me see. Let me see. Let's see. Emblem brown liquor. BS. Speak your end to hell with that. Fear that those conquered, confused dear people are going under. You're spending money, and most DRs agree with you. Listen, man, I'm just saying. The reason why I try to pump information out to you is because it's as simple as you give what you take. If it's not happening to the next man, why does it have to happen to you? If one person was offered, say, example, this apartment for $300, not even $300, 18,000 pesos, why are they charging you $1,300? So what? You're from a different country. You're bringing consistency, right? You're bringing consistency through payments by living here. Man, they're literally in this complex, yeah. There are apartments here being rented out for like 1,300 a month furnished, which is nonsense. And I'm paying less than half of that. Jorge's paying less than half of that. But they're putting it up on Facebook, putting up on these sites because people are coming out here and not coming with the correct information, not coming with the correct mindset. Like, listen, pesos, no dólares. That price is too high, negotiated. No, no, thank you. I don't want your furniture. Emblem says, perhaps it's time to move to a different area so that you can have a better experience. Not all the bankers are bad, of course, but only those bounce get to you, they can wear you down. Now, like I said earlier, not all the bankers are bad. But it's like us. I don't know what it is about us. And when I say us, I mean, foreigners, expats that come live here. There's something about us that just attracts the bad. It's like we're a bad magnet. We attract all the bad, all the bums, like you said. And that does wear you down. A different area. I don't know. That is for, listen, like I've had other people on the channel before, man, living all over different. Like I said, I'm give you guys the answer to the test. People from different parts of the island, even not even the big major cities, different parts of the islands, just got up and left. So that's a good point, Emblem. Maybe different area can work, maybe not. 50-50. What work for some may not work for others. 50-50. But we have to be aware that something is going on. What's going on? Make sure you guys are hitting that like button, hitting the bells. Listen, I need some more topics. Before I head out to Colombia next month, I want to I want to go somewhere. Do a video. Let me know I should hit up some more food places, some date places. You guys want to know what first dates are like out here in the DR, where to take a girl for a first date. You don't have to splurge. You don't have to spend money. You out here in Santiago, perfect first date, go to Square One. Go to the monument. Go to Circus. Perfect first date. You don't gotta spend too much money. You go to Square One, your bill may come up to 2,000, 3,000 pesos max, depending on what you get. Don't listen to girls that say go to Noah or go to these fancy 5-star restaurants or resort first date. Don't do that, man. Humble, sensible. Humble, humilde, and sincere, yeah. You guys want humble and sensible. Like I said, gonna be posting a lot just answers to the test here throughout my videos. Where to go, what to do. Yoga, they are overcharging the USA Express. For real, man. That's the point. I get it, but like, all right, come on. Don't overdo it. Don't overdo it. It's the appreciation thing that just kills me. What are the baseball and soccer games like in DR? Soccer games, I don't know, but baseball games are huge, 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 huge. Especially when the different cities go at it. I mean, huge. When was it? It was like last year. There was the league going on, the baseball league going on, and the Aggies won. I forgot how do you pronounce the name? The team with the A as their logo. They won, and it's like 12 a.m. and I'm in my room and you just hear like screaming. It's literally like the whole block is just screaming. People outside screaming out their windows, banging pots and pans because the baseball team won. Like the baseball games out here, with the professional teams are huge, really huge. Yes, sir. We're going with Kevin. Next one, Brazil. Hopefully, the internet is good enough out there to try to get a interview out. Not even interview, just do a live with you guys that you know my experience so far in Brazil. Any questions you guys may have for those of you who are thinking about traveling to Brazil, moving to Brazil, if you just so happen to be doing that U-turn. But yeah, definitely it's going to be a good one, Yoga Yoga. Going to be out there for his birthday. You are already winning. They are only jealous, envious because you have too much strength. When people are scornful, that means they are deeply inseguro. Start exercising for at least 300 minutes a week. Emblem, I appreciate you dropping that emblem right there. Thank you. Like you said, man, listen, you are what you think. And I try not to think negative. I try to be positive. But it's like I said about change and control. I can't control what's around me unless I change where I am. I can't control that negative person thoughts or words or whatever actions unless I change where I am. Protecting my energy, protecting my peace. Jealousy, envious, insecurities ain't got nothing to do with me. Ain't got nothing to do with this energy. I'm all about good day, good times. I appreciate exercise here. Definitely, I'm in the gym. Me and Jorge are in the gym weekly. Started up last week. We're gonna keep it going. Listen, you're in paradise. Ain't no reason not to take care of your health. Health before wealth. Health before the biddies. Definitely, all that will come. Stein asks, where can you meet single educated women 35 to 40 that have their own place in car in Santiago? Numero uno, brother. If they have their own place in car in Santiago, they're probably A, married, or B, receiving some type of stimulus from the States. Very hard to find a single educated woman 35 to 40 that has their own place in car in Santiago unless they are a single mother of three or going through a divorce or their husband does not live here. But if I were to point you in a direction, I would say go to the schools, go to the banks, go to the supermarkets from the hours between the hours of 4 to 6 p.m. on weekdays. Between the hours of 4 to 6 p.m. Go to the supermarkets. Any supermarket. You're welcome. Javier, you hit one of my favorite spots. Gusto, yo, Javier, you be out here, son? What's going on? Gusto right down the block, man. That's me and Jorge's go-to. If you guys haven't seen the Gusto video, cheap, delicious cafeteria food, man. I'm telling you, Gustos cannot go wrong. I love going to Gustos. Trump 100. Have you been to Puerto Rico or Cuba? I have not been to either. Trump 100. Is it worth the trip? Let's see. We've been on this live by a good hour 34. If you guys join late, I dropped most of the adjustment notes in the beginning. Just we spoke about expectations. I think it was Javier that pointed out expectations. Listen, man, it's casi little to no expectations out here. I'm gonna give you a perfect example. Yeah, I remember her. She was on a live. Had the thought I had the real estate stuff set up with her as to like, all right, I could send you guys talk to me. I'll take what she has, put you in. Man, this lady, I haven't spoken to this lady in weeks. Honestly speaking, I probably haven't spoken to since the live we did together. I've been calling, been texting. Even with my residency process, that got paused. I ain't gonna get into it because I don't want to be called a hater. I don't want to say I'm talking bad, this and that. But listen, between what happened with her and between what happened yesterday, having to go to Fuller, it could get a bit hard finding good help, good, reliable, professional help out here. Even the lawyers will disappear on you, y'all. It ain't safe. Even the lawyers will disappear on you. Like we said, but you guys on that notification bell. Next week we're gonna get into that cost of living. Hopefully Kelvin show up. It's gonna be me, Dre, Jorge doing the DR, Colombia, Brazil cost of living. We're gonna go through our bills for the month of March. We're gonna go through what's new. And basically, I'm just going to try to steer that direction. Again, some more notes for you guys on making sure you pick the best destination for yourself if you're seeking to move overseas. That's it. That's it. Seeking to move overseas, don't know where to go? Watch ChapapatV. Watch Love Crossing Borders. Jorge got his channel coming up. Uncle Russ got his channel. Listen, I'm just trying to give you an answer to the test. Work for some. But like I said, I've literally been watching just a crowd just leave. So let's finish over these comments before we finish over the live. I just want to say really thank you for all you guys who stopped by in the live and listen. Yeah, I know I'm easy to talk to. Easy to talk to. You know, some topics you want to be alive, or you're like, hey, you know, can you do a video on this, do that, go over here. Easy to talk to. Hit me up. I'm here for you guys. Listen, like I said, I'm boots on the ground information. I'm here for you guys. Brown Liquor, hit me up. I'll put you in contact with people. Yeah, just shoot me an email. Where these people at? Well, I don't really be looking for like no friends like that anyway, but let me know what's up. Kwame, that's what happened to me. Lawyer was talking to me, all of a sudden stopped returning my calls. It happens. Tiny Tim the second. Do you guys really expect to travel to a foreign country to be treated like a native? The expectation is wrong. We are outsiders / foreigners. They will prey on their own, definitely going to eat off you. I get that, Tiny Tim. I get that. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not going to say you're wrong. I get that. I don't expect to be treated like a foreigner. But what we're not going to do is tie this in with every foreign country. Nah. Because there are places where it's working for expats. Ask Dre. Ask Kelvin. It comes down to the common sense, the law and order. It comes down to, hey, look, take my money. I'm trying to pay for a service. Just give me the service and you can have the money that you will go through other lengths to take. I'm trying to give it to you, but give me what I want. It has nothing to do with treating like a native. It has something to do with being professional and somewhat fair. Of course, they're going to eat off you. Outsiders, foreigners, you're right. They prey on their own. But the thing about the difference between you guys and their own is that you're faster to pay for something. You're faster to want to purchase something, to want a service, to want whatever. And they'll still like manage to find a way to fumble that. You understand what I'm saying, Tim? Expectations aren't here. I get that. But like, do I really have to grab you by the neck to like, hey, listen, I just want a bottle of water. I got the money right here. Don't, like, come on. And we can't tie this to say a foreign country. I don't. For me, I didn't feel that when I went to Colombia. If it happened to you somewhere else, let me know. But for me, I didn't feel that in other places. Drop a comment if you didn't feel that in other places. Drop a comment if you felt something here that you didn't feel in other places. Let me know. But thank you, Tiny Tim, for that comment. Kwame, thank you again, my brother, for the super chat. Always good to have you in here. Thank you. KGB says, "Be careful, the educated ones. The empowerment movement existed." Man, y'all gonna get me in trouble. KGB gonna get me in trouble. KGB gonna get me in trouble. I ain't gonna respond to that one. My brother moved overseas. You just have to go through so much ish to find professional armor. That's what I'm getting. I'm like, if it's such a hassle, why are you a business? That's what I don't get. And thank you, Javier. Again, it's not just brown foreigners. Listen, the locals go through it too. And Javier, do you understand what I'm saying? It's just like, yo, what is going on? What is going on? That things just can't function, you know, with just a little bit more order. Listen, bro, just take my money. Bro, I'm just trying to pay you. Just take my money, please. Take my money, but don't be late by a week, 2 weeks. It's weird. It's like the same breath that you try to give business, and it's either they'll try to screw you for 1 day or not even bother screwing you at all. Just like Tim said, it's just a professional armor business person. Kwame just had a lawyer disappear on him. What happens when you put all your documents, you give your money to a lawyer, and the lawyer disappears on you? In a place where there are 0 to 1 repercussions. You guys got to think about that. That's what you guys got to ask your questions, ask for help, look at the information that's available to you. I'll tell you guys a story. I have this one connection that I use for everything. The car that I have is not in my name. It's not in my name. It's in my boy's name. My boy's in Dominican. He's a local here. My plug over at Cloud. Shout out to my plug at Cloud. You guys need internet, hit him up. He got you. But my plug over at Cloud, I'm going to tell you a story, a personal story of mine. When I first moved to Santiago, I had nothing. It was hard to... The only things I was allowed to get in my name was the light bill and the water bill. Internet, So I was given his number by this chick I used to mess with. I was given his number. So I had to do it up. I'm like, hey, listen, this is how much I make a month. Boom. This is my passport. Boom. This is my rental car check. Boom. He's like, hey, you can only get 10 megas per month. I'm like, hey, listen, I need more than 10 megas. It's not going to work. What else I got to do? He's like, listen, there's been an issue in the past before with foreigners signing contracts, not completing the contracts, leaving the bills, and Cloud has to pay for it. I'm like, listen, I live here. I'm not leaving. I can pay. I can tie it to my car. Listen, I just want good internet in my house. This is one of those sunshine stories. Definitely one of those sunshine stories. So this man that I didn't know from a hole in the wall took an internet package of 100 megas, put it in his wife's name. He's like, listen, I don't know you, but I know what it's like to not have anybody. So I'm going to take a chance on you. Whether you're going to screw me on this or not, I don't know. But I'm going to put this service in my wife's name and connect it to this house. Granted, fast forward, his wife's credit is probably looking bomb as hell right now because I've been, paying my internet bill on time, all that stuff. But for the good part of a year, my internet was in the name of my boy's wife. And I call my boy because till this day, he has not come out the blue nowhere with any crazy demands, any crazy stories. When we go out to chill, we literally got to fight. Like, we literally got to scrap to pay the bill. So that's my story. Like, listen, it's possible to come across a good person, but I wasn't expecting it. Now he helped me put the internet in my name, so now I'm building like my payment history and my credit history here in the DR, because here in the DR, your credit goes a lot with like you're paying to services, your bills, your bank movements, things of that nature. Uh, if I get 10 comments by the end of this video asking me to do a live on how to build your Dominican credit while living down here, I'll do a live on that next. But basically, that's what's been happening. That's what happened to me. That's my sunshine story. That is my sunshine story. The business standards and ethics and consumer protection that exist in America is practically non-existent in poor countries. Have to go to countries that are actively recruiting retired expats. There you go, Tim. Drop a list of them countries. Drop a list of those countries for those watching this right now that don't know. And thank you. Thank you for being active tonight. Yeah, guy. I didn't share that story before. That was basically how I got in my crib, and that's my guy, man. Even up to the point where helped me look for a car, but the car situation is another story. Not his fault. That's why I'm like, buying a car here could be tricky, man. Could be tricky. It's just so hard in between, buying a salvage car at a new car price or buying a salvage car at a used car price. Buying a car here can literally be all right, death by poison or death by a pit of lions and alligators. That's what it's like buying a car here. Ain't no joke. Ain't no joke. But like we said, adjusting. You want to come down and live in the DR, just know it's going to be things to adjust to. Adjust to your patience, adjust to your timing. You're on island time. Listen, I'm okay with a delivery being late by a day or two. Like, listen, I ordered ChapapatV has 2 weeks ago. I'm still waiting on it. Still waiting. I can't change it, but I can control. I can't control how I feel about the situation. So I'm gonna elect to calm down, think positive, distract myself something else. Hey, stuff going on with the visa process. Lawyer ain't getting back to me. I can't help you good folks out find apartments. I'm gonna woosah and just get out and do what I can, because my main thing is that I want to put you guys in positions that I have been in. I will never put you guys in positions that I have not gone through. So I will never tell someone to come down here and pay $1,000 to $1,300 for an apartment in a neighborhood that's not even in a neighborhood where people steal the manholes. You feel me? So, all right, y'all. Tiny Tim dropped the list for y'all. Central and South America, Mexico, Costa Rica, Panama. Dudes been retiring by property in these countries since the 80s. Well-established procedures. Thank you for that. Those are the countries that are actively recruiting retired expats. Shout out to any of my military watching this live right now. Make sure you guys go check out the video I did with Alan with the Veteran Center. If you're a veteran, you come down to DR, you can get veteran care through the Foreign Medical Program. It's absolutely free. Clinics in Puerto Plata, there's clinics at I Wellness. The clinics are great. Definitely recommend that. For any veterans looking to move overseas, you can go through third-party VA here. Anything from claims to medication, you got it. Can't go wrong here. Make sure you guys go check out that video. So any last questions of the night? Like I said, leave a comment down below for what topics you want me to cover in the next lives, for what videos you or places you want me to go out and check out. Next week, make sure you guys set the notification bell on for the cost of living in DR, Brazil, Colombia is going to be a good one. You don't know what we'll get into. You might learn something new that night. Something might impact your decision. So yeah. Have you reached out to Noberis in regards to the real estate? How can she help you? Man, I spoke to her husband once, and I don't think he ever got back. I have to look for his number. But I haven't reached out to her. Is she a real estate agent? I think she recently came back to the DR, right? How's the access to medication in DR? Medications is good. It's definitely good. Like you could go get antibodies without a prescription. Insurance does help with medication. My insurance does cover most of the medication. I think that'll be a good live. My experience with health insurance here in the DR. That'll definitely be a good topic. But medications are good, they're decent. Not too expensive, especially with insurance, because my insurance just covers the bill and entirely. Javier says, for a fact, we'll hear bottom feeders at least once in the next live. I gotta set a picture of this to Dre. That's funny. That's funny. Maybe I think you're definitely right. We're definitely gonna hear bottom feeders. KGB, thank you again, my brother, for the super chat. Always good to have you. Listen, always good to have all of you guys that have stopped by and watch the live, sit down, ask questions, communicate, process your thoughts, share your opinions, whether you agree with me or not. Listen, this channel is an open channel, man. It's an open channel, and I love to communicate and to learn. You guys have taught me as much as, maybe I've taught you, and I appreciate it. Everybody. I can't go down the list. Everybody, even down to the haters, even down to the silver dude, who I know is a weirdo and is probably my ex's 50-year-old ex-boyfriend, weirdo in Connecticut. Got a lock on his cellar door and ish. Probably got people down there, weirdo. But yeah, man, I thank you guys for watching. Maybe before the week's out, do another live. Go see what videos we can hit up. See what interviews. Let me know what what the next topic should be before we do the cost of living live. Turn on notification bells, hit the like buttons. Consultation services are active. realchapapatv at gmail.com for phone and video consultations. Any questions you may have. Hotline's been blinging. You guys have called me, asked a lot of good questions, some insights, some favors. Consultation services are definitely up. Make sure you guys hit me up on the email. Try to reach out on Instagram. I'm not on the Instagram as much. I had to turn the Instagram private. Nonsense going on. But anything else, you guys drop comments on any of the videos, and I always answer the comments. Always answer the comments because I love the interaction, you guys. Like I said, without you guys, I would not be here. Even those of you who don't talk, I appreciate you guys. Without you guys, I will not be here. So thank you. Everybody that super chatted tonight, everybody that stopped by and watched, I appreciate you guys. Last questions for the next 30 seconds. If not, if you came in late, go back and watch the video. We got into adjustment. It's just an adjustment period down here, but it's a permanent adjustment period. We're living in the DR because it's something new every day. It could be wilder driving than yesterday. It could be wilder encounters. It could be wilder scams. It could be wilder stories. You're just gonna have to constantly adjust, constantly adapt. That's what it is. Constant adaptation. Last question of the night goes to Rick P. So, do you have private DR health insurance plan? Yes, I do. I have Humano. I had Universal before, but I came across a problem with them during the surgery, so I got rid of Universal. I went to Humano. So, if it's important to you guys, drop a comment. For those of you wanting me to get into health insurance in the DR, you can get health insurance down here all the way up to life insurance policy. That's right. You could put a life insurance policy in someone's name here in the Dominican Republic. You can put in your girlfriend's name, you can put in your side chick's name, your mother-in-law, the girl that work at the bank across the street. Life insurance for foreigners, yes, exists here in the Dominican Republic. Other than that, I'll probably come back on. I'll probably come back on and put you guys on about life insurance later on this week. So gather your questions, turn on the notification bell, and we will be back later on this week on Chapapatv. I bid you all